Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in and take your time getting settled in. Welcome in, everyone. Grab yourself some tea, find a cozy spot, take a restroom break if you need. Grab a blanket or a pillow, make yourself comfortable. I'm going to check in on the chat and see what we have. Good deal. So I'm still giving time for a couple of people to arrive into the room as we are live currently. But anywho, whether you are joining us in person or virtually, I want to thank you for showing up, for being here, for choosing stillness. You may even want to turn on your favorite soothing music as we prepare for a little bit of stillness. And tonight's meditation is called The Beauty of the Detour. So, we're normally live on Tuesday, but we had to make a shift. We had to detour a little bit. So I thought we'd talk about the beauty of the detour. The beauty of the detour. And it's all about surrendering to change. The pivots, the pauses, the redirections, everything that we didn't plan for, but that somehow guides us where we truly need to be. The beauty of the detour. So take a moment and get your wiggles out. Maybe do some neck rolls. You may need to just wiggle a little bit just to get comfortable. Maybe grab some last minute props, a pillow, a blanket, a yoga mat, a block. So let's take a deep breath in and a slow breath out. And let's begin our journey together. Continue to breathe, finding your breath. And I'll remind you all, if you are joining us live on any of the social platforms, you guys will just get a preview. And I thank you for sharing this small preview with us tonight. But if this message resonates with you and you're ready for the full experience, the full breath work, the journaling prompts, you can join us at Holistic Wellness Beauty and the alignment plan. It's a membership plan. And there you'll gain access to the full meditations, the community, the replays, and so much more. So once our preview is complete, then we will exit out of the socials. So go ahead and take a moment just to prepare to listen and maybe even focus on a candle or a plant as we begin to kind of tune in with the story time. And tonight's story time is the tale of Kai and the unmarked road. Now, there was once a weaver named Kai who lived in a quiet valley surrounded by hills. Known for his strength and focus, Kai always had a plan, a clear vision of where he was headed and exactly how he would get there. One morning, he packed his satchel and set off towards the village market. He had mapped the route the night before, even accounting for the weather and the rest stops. But just past the stone bridge, a fallen tree blocked his path. A storm had passed through the night, leaving mud, branches, and a complete blockage. Frustrated, Kai murmured, "This wasn't supposed to happen." He stared at the path for a long while, until an old woman appeared from behind the trees. Her face was gentle, lined with age and wisdom. "There is another way," she softly stated, pointing towards a small, winding trail that led away from the main road. Kai hesitated. The path was not on his map. And the woman smiled. And she said, "Some of the best roads aren't on our path." With a reluctant sigh, Kai followed the unfamiliar trail. It twisted and turned. It slowed him down and led him past strange places that he had never planned to see. A waterfall that shimmered like silver. A boy singing a song that soothed the restless animal. And a tiny cottage where a child handed him bread with no words, just kindness. Each stop, each delay softened something within him. And by the time he arrived at the market, of course, he was much later than he planned to be, but he was no longer in a rush. He looked back at the trail that he had taken and whispered, "Thank you." Kai never forgot that journey. He realized that sometimes life blocks a road, not to stop us, but to reroute us towards something deeper, something more whole, something more healing. So Kai began to trust the unmarked paths. Thank you, socials, for joining us. And take a moment right here